Hello, I'm Matthew the Beauty Shaper, and today I'll be sharing information about the macronutrient called fat. Fat is one of the 3 macronutrients that the body needs to live, and the fat cells help keep the body warm during cold weather. And it also helps fat-soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, and K absorb better in the body. Fat also cushions the vital organs during activities or direct impact, such as like when you play football. A moderate amount of fat is necessary to maintain a healthy balance in the body, but there's a good fat and there's a bad fat. The good fat helps the body stay healthy, while the bad fat can cause health issues such as heart problems, or strokes, or heart attacks, or high blood pressure, just to name a few. While carbohydrates and protein have 4 calories per gram, fat has 9 calories per gram. Another word for fat is lipids, and the body uses them as an energy reserve system. According to the National Institutes of Health, during the initial 20 minutes of exercise, the body burns off carbohydrates, and after that, the body starts burning off the fat. When the body doesn't have enough carbs, fat becomes an important factor by converting fat into glucose for energy, such as if you're in a keto diet. The standard consumption rate of fat, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture for adults, is 20 to 35%, but children 3 and under should have 30 to 40%, while children 4 to 18 should have around 25 to 35%. The good lipids are sometimes called essential fatty acids, and they can remove excess cholesterol from the blood. Essential fatty acids include omega-3 and omega-6, and they're part of the polyunsaturated fat family. Good fats, or high-density lipoproteins, or HDLs, are monounsaturated fats, and they're also polyunsaturated fats. They help control cholesterol levels to reduce the chance of heart disease. These good fats can be found in vegetable oil, fish, avocados, nuts, and that's just to name a few. The bad fats are low-density lipoproteins, or LDLs, and they're hydrogenated, saturated, or trans fats. The body produces cholesterol and in low quantities. These bad fats raise cholesterol levels, and that's what can lead to heart disease, hardening of the arteries, and even increased blood pressure. It easily travels to the bloodstream, but if too much accumulates in the body, it can actually eventually lead to heart attacks or strokes. Much of the bad fats can be found in red meat, seafood, dairy, and junk food. Since unsaturated fats don't stick to arteries as the saturated fats do, the trick is to eat more good fat than bad fat. According to the American Heart Association, the maximum saturated fat an average person should consume is about 5 to 6%. But if you're overweight, people should strive to eliminate as much fat as possible from their diet. Complex carbohydrates are broken down into glucose, and the excess is stored as glycogen, using insulin to help in the process. When there's an excess amount of carbs, and the liver stored enough glycogen for muscle production, the rest of the carbs are stored as fat. So if you eat too many calories, it's going to become fat. Something interesting about fat is that it can turn into glycogen just like carbs. First, it's stored as fat in the fat cells, but in certain circumstances it can actually convert into glucose and then into glycogen through certain metabolic processes and under certain conditions. If there aren't enough carbs in the body to convert into glycogen, the body turns to fat and converts it into glucose, and then it turns into glycogen in the process called gluconeogenesis. This happens through the ketogenic diet, which I'll talk about in another video. Since the conversion of fat to glycogen requires many steps, it makes sense that the amount of glycogen produced in this way isn't as much as if you were producing it through carbs. If you liked my video, Please like and subscribe to my channel so that way I know there's interest in the information I'm sharing. And don't forget, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful, because you are. Thank you so much for watching my video. Have a great day.